Okay, the answer will be going later. Okay, if you have challenges any for the answer, I'll help you. But do you have any doubts on theory?
Sir, not really a doubt, but now afterwards means again are we going to revise VPC in the later days? If not, this is the last session on the VPC.
Hmm. Okay. So I think I've shared the notes also. You just go through it so that you
Sir,
get to.
I have not yet received the notes, sir.
Let me share it with you right now. The notes I have make it very simple to understand you. Okay. Specifically, I have added for you. So here is the notes. You can just go through it and let me know. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay, sir.
can you start today's session?
Yes, sir.
I am going to share my screen. So before going to the session, normally I will do the presentations, then I'll go for the answer. So if it is presentation is too much, you let me know. Okay. Otherwise, I'll just jump into answer. Okay. I'll show it you like 2 or 3 slides. Then I'll go for the answer. Chalo. So let's talk about what is Amazon EC2. So the EC2 is like a renting a computer in the Amazon data center. So you choose the OS and software, pay only for what you use, and you can able to return it whenever it is done. The simple is whenever you are going to purchase of any laptop, it is like a you are owning the laptop, right? But if you coming to EC2, you are renting a computer in the Amazon data center. Then you are going to choose your whatever your configurations are there.
Hmm.
Okay. And if we are talking about virtual machines, what is this virtual machine? A software emulated computer running on the AWS physical hardware. You get a full OS. It can be Linux, it can be Windows. And you are going to select the disk network just like a real server. So if you are able to, maybe in your colleges, you are able to see that the computer, maybe you have seen it. But servers, it will be there in the one of the data center. That means there is a separate server room, we call it as. So from there, all the physical server will be there. Top of that, virtual machines will be there. Same thing here. Amazon data center, it is having their own physical data center. Now, whatever we are going to create it, those are all, we call it as a virtual machine. And the next point is elastic and scalable. What is this elastic and scalable? So you are going to launch one or 10,000 instance. The instance means you can just imagine it is a server or EC2 machine. Okay. So you can able to launch it from one server to it can be 10,000 instances in a minute. Okay. But if you are able to, is it possible to do it in the on-prem? No, right? So
No,
in
no.
Amazon, we can able to do it. Within a minute, we can able to create 10,000 instances at a time. And any scale up with the traffic spikes, you can able to scale down to save the cost. No hardware purchasing or provisioning. Okay, no need to pay it anything. So whenever there is high traffic, maybe you are already familiar with big billion day, right? So most of the people will eat the traffic. That means everybody they will log into that one time, and the traffic obviously it will go to top, right? So the backend it is running on this scale up. When there is a traffic very spikes, it will go up. If it is down, it will come down. But in the hardware, in the physical data center, you cannot do it. Once you are done it, you need to wait to bring down it. And the next one is fully configurable. That means you can able to choose CPU, RAM, storage, GPU, network speed of the OS and the region, and EC2 has a 750 plus instance types optimized for the different workloads. So I'm going to talk about instance types, but these are the things you can able to use it. So what is it in the EC2? So Elastic Compute Cloud. So the full form is Elastic Compute Cloud, a service that lets you run the virtual servers on the AWS infrastructure on demand or the in the physical network. So why do we use it? So instead of buying the physical server, slow, expensive, right? So you are going to rent the compute capacity in the seconds and you pay only for what you are going to use it. The simple word is these two things you can remember it always. Now I'm moving to the next slide. Amazon EC2 actually works internally using the AWS Nitro system. What is this Nitro system? So it is kind of a architecture in the backend. So, so one is for hypervisor. So hypervisor, there is a two types. One is for Xen, one is for Nitro. So what is this hypervisor? So software layers that divides one physical server into many isolated VMs. So each EC2 instance thinks it is a dedicated machine for you. Okay, backend AWS, whenever you create any machines, that is owning for you. But backend it is running on the physical data centers only. Okay. The next point is AWS Nitro system. So this what it will do. The custom AWS chips that offload the networking and storage to dedicated hardware result near bare metal performance and stronger security isolation. So maybe if you are, do not know, I'm not sure. We call it as a there is a physical data center or on-prem data centers. Okay. So bare metal also it is kind of a same thing. It will be there in the on-prem. And bare metal instance means there is no hypervisor. Your app runs directly on your physical server, needed for deep performance tuning, VMware cloud on the AWS, or licensing required. This is kind of a your physical data center, bare metal means. So you cannot able to run your hypervisor. Hypervisor means it is kind of a virtual machine. There is a future is available. If you once it is added, you can able to create multiple EC2 machines or multiple virtual machines. Then placement group. What is this placement group? So this placement group, nobody will not use it. When they are going to use it, when you are running on the cluster, low latency between the instance, spread the maximum fault isolation, one VM per pack. Partitions, it is going to be Hadoop, Kafka, rack aware. Okay, maybe there is a Hadoop concept and Kafka. Then this placement group, they are going to use it. Most of the time, this placement group, they are not going to use it. And what is it? So EC2 runs on the physical AWS servers. We already know it. A hypervisor network splits them into isolated VMs. The network chips offloads the input, output. So your CPU is fully yours. Okay. So when whatever you are going to select the CPU or memory, you can able to use it fully. That means 100%. And why use it? So just understanding this helps you choose a between shared VMs and bare metal and placement group. So this is just like a different VMS. I can call it as a different bare metal. Sometimes VMs will be in the uh, physical machine. Bare metal also you can able to use it in the VMware. And placement group used for high availability. Then HPC. These are all the where you can able to use it. So this is just like a theory how AWS it is working in the backend. Next, EC2 instance family. This is very important in the EC2 because you are going to use these are all the instance type. How many types? One is for general purpose, memory, accelerated, compute optimized, storage, HPC. So where all you can able to use it? Maybe you are already familiar with uh, games, right? Okay. So games, what it will do, how much it is required. If you're able to see it, you need to use compute optimized for the game servers. And if you wanted to use it like web servers, use it general purpose. And for memory, you can able to use it for SAP HANA, big data. These are all the example. Accelerated computing, these are all deep learning like AI. Then they're going to use it. HPC, storage. So there is a each example it is available. You can just go try it. So at least you should know general purpose, compute, memory, storage, the instance family. So how to read the EC2 instance? For example, this is a EC2 instance type, right? M5G dot 4x large, right? So here if you're able to see it, M means family, 7 means generation, G means processor, and 4x cell means it is a size multi-pillar. Okay. So extra large, 4x large, 16x large. These are all the instance types like a 4 virtual CPU for 16 GB. 2x means 8. So this is you can able to just read it out. What is this instance family? That's it. There is nothing else. And so EC2 pricing models. So what are the pricing models are there? So one is for on-demand, reserved instance, spot instance, saving funds. So now we are going to talk about on-demand. And so there is a standard reserved instance and convertible reserved instance. That is also it is available. So depends on the requirement. We need to use this two reserved instance. I'm not going to too much here. And here is a difference between saving plans and spot instances. So this is just kind of a how we can able to run your workloads. And dedicated host capacity reservation. You know already. So dedicated instance means you only owning it. Okay. So nobody cannot able to use it, your dedicated instance. Dedicated host, you are going to rent the entire physical server. But here your EC2 instance run on the hardware not shared with the other AWS customers. But you do not see in the control with the which physical server. So you cannot able to see it anything. Dedicated host, you can able to use it like your laptop. And capacity reservation, it is going to be reserved on-demand capacity for the specific instance type. So what is the configuration you require? That is going to be you can able to use it. That means only specific instance type available in the zone. There is no commitment for the any billing, all those things. And so the take is so we are going to talk about EC2 is renting a virtual servers and the NATO system gives you near bare metal performance via dedicated hardware upload. And we are going to choose the instance family and regions. We are going to talk about layer pricing for the on-demand or saving plans or reserved instance, all those things. Dedicated hosts we talk about already. So these are all the things I'm going to talk about today. So let's jump into AWS console. Any questions about theory? If not,
No,
so let's move on to EC2. So you need to search it out. Did you created an account for EC AWS?
yes, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, good. So just go to that search button. Just search it out. EC2. You will see that first service name called EC2. Just open it. It will come to here. Okay. Sometime it will go to that dashboard also. Okay, just go to left side, there is a EC2 instance. So now if you're able to see, there is a multiple options right here. Okay, so let me talk about few what is this dashboard, the AWS global view, events. Okay, these things we'll talk about and we'll jump into the answer. Okay, so what is this EC2 global view? So, so EC2 global view provides the centralized dashboard to monitor and manage your EC2 instance across the multiple AWS regions and accounts. Okay, the global view, what it will do, it will monitor it your resource. Okay, so all the resource, whatever there is a regions, it is available, it is going to be monitored. It can be EC2, it can be VPC, anything. And the main key feature is this is multi-region visibility. So it is going to be view the instance across all the regions, cross account management. I'll show it to later what is cross account, manage resource from the different AWS accounts, and resource search. You can able to find the instance by the taggings using the instance ID, other attributes, and bulk operation. So this is going to be perform the actions on the multiple instance simultaneously. So now let me talk about events in the dashboard. What is this events? So normally any of the organization, they're going to release the maintenance, right? Like a patching, like any updates, those things, right? So AWS also it is having their events option. So there is a multiple way of notification. One is for scheduled maintenance. So you can able to the backend they're going to update the system updates or hardware maintenance or network maintenance. These are the things they will take care of it. And second one is health notification. So instance health checks, system status check, and instance reachability. These are all the health notification. And the final one is system events. So what system event it will do? Instance retirement, instance stop and start, and report notification. These are all things it will take in care of it. So how they will send the alerts? Okay. So there is the backend. We are already set up the SNS notification for the events, and we can able to use Lambda for the function to respond the events, and we can able to use the integration between the two tracking of the events. So that is how we can able to do it. So we have talked about already instance types and saving plans, reserved instance, dedicated instance, sorry, and capacity reservation already. Okay. So now let's jump into EC2 console. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to today I'll show it you how to create the Linux machine and how to use the Linux basic commands. I'm going to show it you. Okay. So let's launch the EC2 machine, Linux server. So I'm not go in advanced level commands. So advanced level commands, I'm moving one by one, but this is very general basic commands I'm going to talk about. So once you have mentioned the Linux server, select the AMI of your, it can be Ubuntu, it can be Amazon Linux, and you can select the instance type and so create a key pair. I can mention it as a EC2. Next, I'm going to select the security group. So I'll just launch the EC2 machine. So this will takes some time. to start the servers. Let's try to connect it. So I'm going to select a TCT instance connect to connect it because I'm not going to use it from my laptop to connect it. We can we can able to log into of the server different ways. It can be PuTTY, it can be a system manager, and from the console. So let's clear it. So I'm just talking about right now the simple basic command. So what is this PWD? What it will do? It will just show the print working directory. That means, so which directory you are there. That is what it is going to be shows. And I want to go back. Okay. One directory back. Okay. Just use it cd dot dot. And you can just type it here. Are you there? So earlier we are in the slash home over to, now we are in the home. Okay, that is what cd command it will do. It will go up one directory back and cd home. Okay, this is the command. So this is, it will go to directly to home directory. Then just type it pwd, you will get to know. Okay, so we are in the correct home directory. Then I'm going to talk about list the files. If you make it ls, it will shows all the files. That means there is no files as of now. If you type it ls-la, this will shows with the hidden files. Okay, hidden files it is going to be shows. Then I wanted to list the human readable sizes. That means use it ls-lh. So it will shows how many are there. Okay, this will not shows your. Okay, so it will not show us any hidden files. Now I'll just move to file operations. So I'm going to create the simple file, okay, using the echo command. Let's clear the screen and I'm going to use echo command to just create the file, okay. So I'm going to use this echo and this is a content and it will saved under this name. Just hit enter, just type it ls now. Are you able to see it? There is the one file it is created. Now I wanted to create the another two files using the different command. I'm going to use it touch command. Okay. I wanted to create it file one, file two. Just hit enter, make it ls. Are you able to see it? There is a file one, file two, it is created. You can able to use this command with the content. But if you wanted to create it only files, use the touch command. Now I wanted to create the directory. Just type it mkdir dir. Make it ls. You will see the directory name. So how do we know that this is directory or not? See, so directory it will shows. It will start from the D means it is a directory. If there is no mention, it is a files. That is how we can should know it. Now I wanted to copy from file 1 to file 2. Whatever, if there is any content, you need to copy it. Just type it file 1, file 2, ll. Okay, if there is any content, it will just, for example, what we can do, let's copy file to file 1. Then just call cat file 1, we can do it. So whatever you have seen it in the file, the same content it is in the file 1, right? Okay, sorry, cat one, right? See, the same content it is there because we have copied. Now I wanted to the directory. So now I'm going to use it, right? We have already created a directory, right? So I'm going to use it cp command -r dir to dir. Okay, that means directory to directory. I'm just copying. Okay, if there is no directory also, it is going to be automatically it will create it. Okay, whatever there is in the data, it is going to be copied to your directory too. So this is very simple command. And now let's move on to renaming the files. For example, I have a file, file 1, right? I wanted to make it file 3. Okay. Move file 1 to file 3. Okay. Sorry, ME, right? Make it less. Are you able to see it? There is a file 3. It will just 1 to, it is going to be move, rename to file 3. Is there any file 1 here? No, right? Because we have renamed it. Now I wanted to remove the file. Okay, rm file 3. Make it ls. So I have removed it. Now I wanted to remove the directory dir to make it ls. Is it deleted? So this is how we can able to create, delete and rename the files. Now let's go to ls. So we have already see it for the cat command, right? So cat command, what it will do? It will print the whatever there is inside the content. And we can able to use it one more command, less command using. So this will show us last end of the lines. And if you wanted to see last 10 files, okay, then you can able to use it id-n 10, okay, and the file name. Okay, so there is only one line, that is why we are able to see it. But if you wanted to see it, first 10 lines, use a date. Last 10, you can able to use it tail command. Okay, so here is a tail and -n 10 10 and the file name. Okay, this will shows. And somebody has changed the your file name. Okay, your files. How do we know it? So same command you can able to use it. For example, tile, right? Tile-f file. So this is going to be shows where all it is done the changes. And if you wanted to find search for the pattern, so there is a hundreds of lines, right? How do we search one of the line? You can able to use it grep command. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use grep command here. See, it is highlighting, right? So I am looking for this with command using the grep. I'm going to use the grep command and which line I want and the file name. So these are all like a file content commands. Let's clear it. Now let's make to system information. So how do we check the uptime of server? For example, uptime. Uptime means your system up and running time. So are you able to see it? Up to 8 minutes. And who logged in? If you type it WHO, you will get to know who all are logged in. If you want one more command W, if you use it, it will shows detailed user activity. And one more command PSAUX. So this is going to be shows running process. So whatever there is a all the process, it is going to be shows all the running process. And there is a one more command called top. This stop command, what it will do, it will shows real-time process monitoring. Like it can be CPU and memory, everything. So here it will shows all the user list, the running, total task, memory details, everything. And here which resource it is connected with your PID. That is also it is going to be shows. So these are all very basic. When somebody asking for what is the CPU percentage of your Linux system is running, you can come and you can see it, the CPU percent. Okay. As of now, it is 0. Okay. But the memory, everything it is showing here. Or you can able to see it, see 0.3% it is consuming one services. Memory it is consuming. So you can able to see it CPU memory here. What command or what application it is consuming CPU or memory. So this is a command you need to use it. And there is an alternative option called htop also. So this is also it is going to be shows same thing, but it will shows visualization. If you're able to see it swap, memory, and uptime, load average, task, everything it is going to be shows. Next, free -h. So this is going to be shows your memory usage. If you're able to see it, total is 3.8 and used 451 and 3.2 GB is a free. Remaining all it is consumed. Total available is 3.4 GB. Now let's check the disk usage, right? TF-H. So this will shows your disk details. And next one is du-sh star. So you can able to see the current file directory, what all the file size, everything. The next one is command is ls cpu. This is going to be shows all the CPU information. Okay. So it shows CPU information. If you need like a block devices means LSPLK. That means disk details you can able to see. See, there is only one disk. Remaining all partition. So till now, do you have any doubts on system information, file directory, all those things?
Mm,
So these are all the daily activity commands. Okay. So if you do not know this command, it is very tough while doing in the live environment because you are going to check by default you are going to check this lsplk command and the top command htop and CPU. These are the things everybody they will tell you to check it.
For sir,
Okay.
like,
Hmm.
sir, for creating a directory,
Hmm.
what is the command?
Sorry.
For creating a directory, sir.
I've already showed, right? Do you want me to create one more time?
Yes, sir, creating a directory.
See, this is simple. Are you able to see it? There is a test directory. Earlier it was not there. Now I have created a directory. If you wanted to go inside this directory, just use cd command. Then you will get to know. Then you can create the files, touch files, ll, and go back to one step back, cd dot dot. Make it ls. Are you able to see it? And how do you know that this is directory or not? Right? That is what may be your question. See, if it is D means it is a directory. Okay, any doubt?
No, no, I got it. I got it.
Yeah. I have already explained it. Maybe you are in mute. Okay, this directory creations, everything. Okay, next I'll move on to process management. So now I wanted to check the process of the any of the process. So before that, what I'm going to do, sudo apt update. I'll just install Nginx website. Let's see, to see the process everything. Just clear it. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just install the Nginx command. Okay. So the same, I'm going to talk about later, but I wanted to show it. So that is why I'm just installing Nginx here. So now we have installed the Nginx. Now I wanted to see the specific process of any of the resource. It can be a Java, it can be a Nginx, it can be a Python, any of the resource you wanted to see it particularly. So how do you use it? I'm going to use it grep command. Okay. So grep command, what it will do? Exactly, it will go and it will search it for Nginx. See, are you able to see it? It is running only Nginx, it will choose. Now, there is a too much of consumption is happening. I wanted to kill it. So use sudo kill the 2217. So this is a PID. Okay. So it is showing no such process, like double two, sorry, 2156. Make it grep again. See, 2156, it is deleted, right? Okay. That means the process is filled. Now sudo kill all Nginx. I wanted to kill it all. Okay, this is going to be kill it. Okay, only the main process will be there. Remaining all, it is deleted, right? We are able to see it. All this is. And you can able to use it using the jobs. You can able to list the active jobs if you have created any jobs. So this command, nobody will not use it, but you should know. So this is all about process management. Now I'll move on to network information. So do you know how to get the IP address from your laptop? So you need to go to that, the command shell prompt. You can just type it ipconfig in Windows. For example, Linux, you can able to use it IP address show. So you can say that, sir, there is already here, there is IP address. Why you wanted to see it, right? So in the live environment, this is going to be removed. They will make it as a host name. Okay. To get the IP address of, you should know in the Linux IP address show. So are you able to see the same IP it is showing here? 172.31.46.248, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I wanted to see the open ports. Okay, for this instance, I wanted to see the open ports. You can able to use the command called netstat. Okay, so what is it is saying? The command not found, right? So if it is not found, you need to install it. So already Ubuntu, it is giving the option to install the command. Just use it. So this will install the network package related packages. Just now run it. See, it will shows all the open ports like 53, 22, 68. It is already open, right? So this is what it will show. Okay. So what is the port is listening? 22 it is leasing, 53, 53. Okay. These are all the port reasons. And there is a one more command called SS command. Okay. Same one only. What NetStat it will do, but it will give some detailed information. Right. So here if we are able to see it, it will show same thing. IP address, port number. Okay. But 2, 3 stages it will give. That means different states. Okay. ID. It is receiving or sending all the information. You will see it. And I wanted to see that Google is pinging. That means there is a connectivity from outside of this machine. Just type it google.com. See, it is pinging to google.com. So yesterday we have seen it, right? Like private instance, you try it tomorrow, maybe today, and check it. The ping is happening from the private server. Okay, that is a one for the assignment for you. Okay. Now let's move on to file permission. Any questions about this process management and network information?
Sir, about this last, which you have given for the instance, I mean, for the assignment.
Sorry,
Sir, the last point just you have said now.
is
Can you
so
please repeat
what?
it once again?
So what you are going to do? So you are going to create the public Windows server and private Windows server, right? So just open the command prompt from the private Windows server. Just try to ping it. Okay, ping is happening or not? Just check and let me know. Okay, because it is reaching or not, you should know, right? To the public. Public Windows server also you can check it, and private also you can check it, and let me know. Still you have any confusion?
No, no, sir.
Yeah. So now let's move on to file permission. So now we are able to see it, right? So there is a file permissions here. Okay. So there is a directory, there is a files. Hyphen means files, D means directory. So this stage we call it as a file permission. Now ls, right? There is a file one, right? So file one, there is a read write directory, right? Let me show it to you. Permission notation I can call it as. So 755 means you will get the read write execute, and group you will get read execute, and others you will get a read write. So 7 means read. Okay. Or I can say it. Now how do we 755? So 7 for it is a read. Okay, just imagine. Okay, 5 means write. And again 5 means write. Okay. So this is like a permission notation. Okay. So owner will have a read, write, execute. That means 7 and group. Where is that group? Are you able to see it? There is a Ubuntu, right? Okay. So this is a user and this is a group. So here you can able to see it read, write, execute, right? Read, write, execute and read, write, execute. Okay. So the maximum permission you give to only 755. Okay. No, sir, I want like a 777. Okay. Because for owner, group and others should have a 777. No, you should not give it. Okay. The maximum permission you can give it 7 555 double five. Okay. This is the one. Make sure that you should know. This is a file permission or directory permission also you can give it. Now I'm going to give I'll set the permission. Right now, if you're able to see it for the file, read write, there is no execute permission. Again, read write, there is no execute. And others, there is no ex write and execute. Now what I'm going to do? chmod 755 and the file name ll. Are you able to see it? It is given, right? Earlier there is no execute. Now we can able to see it, right? Same thing. So you wanted to make it only for the executable. So for example, if you wanted to run the uh, script, okay, then you can able to use it executable. Plus X means this is a executable. Make it ls. See, are able to see text. So different way we can able to give it. Okay. For example, right now there is a Ubuntu, right? User and group. No, I wanted to change to root user. Just use a command called ch1 and root. This is user. This is a groups and the which file name you wanted to change it. Just make it ls. Sorry. What is the terraform operation? All right. Let's use sudo. ll make it ls. Now see the file name. What is the file name we change? File, right? Yeah. Are you able to change Ubuntu to it was changed to root. No, I wanted to change to group only. Okay, just use it. Change group and Ubuntu you can keep it. Make it ls. So again, it is file operation not permitted. Use it sudo wherever there is a sudo permitted, not permitted. See now it is changed to Ubuntu. So this is all about the file permission. Now I'll talk about the server upgrade process or package updates. Okay, how do we update the packages? So I told you earlier also there is a command called sudo apt update. Okay, so this is a command to update the packages. So apt belongs to Ubuntu, M belongs to Red Hat, CentOS, and Amazon Linux. So now it is saying that it is already up to date. Now I wanted to upgrade it. Okay, just use it. So this will be upgrade the packages. Okay. So these are all the changes is happened. It will shows. Okay. And now let's clear it. Cat slash etc hyphen os hyphen release. So this command, so used to see the your entire OS details. Okay. So now I wanted to upgrade it. Okay. If there is any upgradation, it will show here. Okay. Just hit enter. Okay. It is saying that it is already upgraded everything. So there is no changes. So I'm going to share the notes for RHEL and Amazon Linux, how we can able to update and upgrade it. Okay. Any doubts till now?
Sir, what is the code? What is that word for upgradation of the process?
Here is if you wanted to upgrade for Ubuntu. Okay, now if you want Red Hat, I'm going to use it different command. You need to use it M command.
Sir, for the AWS Linux,
Sorry?
for AWS Linux.
AWS. I'm not able to hear you. Can you speak loudly?
Sir, you were saying that for Ubuntu you have kept that. For Red Hat you
Correct.
have another
Command,
word,
command.
command. And what is for AWS Linux, sir?
That is all same. Okay. Whatever. See, Amazon Linux built with again M directory only. M only they are going to use it. Okay, I told you earlier, right? So Amazon and Red Hat, okay, and what is it? CentOS. These for M and Ubuntu and Debian used for APT. Okay, so say we'll have a different command to update it. Okay, so Red Hat AWS is Amazon Linux same command sudo m update. Okay, same thing you need to use it. So if you type it here also sudo m update, it will not work. It is just command not work. So this is for Amazon Linux and Red Hat and CentOS. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about Windows Server. How do we create it? How to use the PowerShell commands. Okay. Any doubt?
No, sir. No. No.
Yeah. So let's wind up for today's session. Let's catch up tomorrow. If there is any questions, reach out to the team. They will update you.
Sir, please do send these notes.
Yeah, sure. I'm sending. Let me send it right now. You can just copy and paste it here only. That will be good.
Cherry?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I've shared you yesterday's video. Maybe you have got in email, Gmail. Can you check on that? And also today's also we will share it.
One second, sir. Actually, yesterday video I did not release and I did not receive yesterday, sir.
Can you check Gmail now?
I got it. I got it, sir.
Yeah. So today's also you will get it by end of today because it has to
Okay,
come.
sir.
It has to download in cloud. Then I can release it. So it will be preparing now. Maybe by afternoon you will get it.
Okay, sir.
And if you have any doubt, you can talk to uh, trainer.
One
Any
second,
doubt?
sir.
Any doubt, Shahid? Let me
Not
know.
for me.
Yeah. Just try to do the answer and let me know if you have any doubts.
Okay, sir.
You
Okay,
have
Chalo.
any doubts or any requirement from trainer that you want this, like if you're not able to understand some points,
No, sir. Not for the lessons.
you are getting everything understood.
Yes, today's class, sir.
Yeah, because yesterday you reached Priya and she told that your some points is not understanding, so that's why I'm asking you in front of the trainer only.
Yes, sir. Today's class, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
you got understood because I'm not
Yes,
able to
sir.
hear you properly.
Today's class was okay, sir.
Okay. You can just anything because main thing is you have to do practical or else you won't get understand. You will listen. It's like you will talk to someone and then you will talk to others. It's not like that. We have to keep practicing with the practical. So that is the main goal here. So what and all he taught from yesterday and today, you have to do complete practical on that. Then you will get to know multiple questions. Then you'll be having multiple question to ask him that why this is not happening. All those things.
I got you, sir. I got you.
So once you do the practical, you will get to know so that it will sit in your memory and it will be very helpful to you.
Okay, sir.
Mm. So you can update to her that if we have spoke to us and it's fine. Their class is okay. Yeah.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. and we will share the notes and everything. And I think currently he's preparing the command notes, so he will share it to you now. And video you will get by afternoon
Okay, sir.
because it's recording still, it's in progress. So once it is
Understood,
done,
sir.
I will download it and share it to you in Gmail again.
I understand.
Thank you. And
Charit, I shared it in the chat. Can you just download those comments?
Sir, not yet received it, sir.
in
Check
the chat, it
in
seems.
the chat, not in the email. So
In
these
the
are
chat.
all, yeah, in the chart. These are all not like a advanced one. Okay, it is a basic command only. Okay, just for your information.
సార్ అంటే నేనేమంటున్నానంటే
Hmm. I can understand. I can understand. Okay. Only thing is, till you do the answer, you will not get to know what is you are doing. What is that? Okay. Try to do the answer so that try to do the answer for yesterday, today's, and let me know. Okay. Yeah. So
సార్ నాకు నోట్స్ ఇంకా రాలేదు సార్.
uh,
సార్
do one
చాట్
thing.
బాక్స్ ఇంకా రాలేదు.
I think you will share it. The person from the Landmark Career Lab, you will share the notes with you if you are not able to receive it in the chat. Okay. So can we wind up the session today's Charit?
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే.
Yeah, sure. Bye-bye.
Hello, Sharik?
ఎస్ సార్.
You have not got the file? Oh,
నో సార్, చాట్లో అయితే ఏం లేదు.
see now?
నో సార్.
In the chat, you are not able to see the chat in that Zoom.
ఎస్ సార్.
One second.
హలో.
One second. Can you check Gmail? I have sent you now.
జీమెయిల్ సార్.
Yeah, because you are not able to see, you are telling it, so that's why.
హలో.
Yeah, you got?
ఎస్ సార్, రిసీవ్డ్ ఇట్. ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Yeah. Anything else, you can update me. You can just update to Priya.
ఓకే సార్.
Thank you.